everybody. Welcome back to Artist Corner. My name is Nemoe, and today I have with us Caroline.
Hi, my name is Caroline. My pronouns is she, her, and I am a graphic design major.
So we're so excited to have you here. So first, how about you tell me a little bit about your journey as a graphic design artist and what inspires you to pursue it?
So a little bit about my journey as an artist is I originally started traditional art in high school, and I decided to pursue graphic design because I wanted to find like a career that would specifically focus on design. And for traditional art, it was interesting. It's just that I wanted to like fine tune more on like how I could build my portfolio and my career. So yeah.
Nice, nice. So what does your creative process look like?
So specifically for me, my creative process starts with more sketching, like just getting my ideas out onto paper and like visually seeing like how I would go about a project. And then I start my research. It's kind of like backwards, but I feel like if I have a visual like sort of aesthetic lined up first, then I can go straight into the research and see what I'm trying to tackle like with this project or like whatever I'm trying to do. And then I execute it. So obviously that's going to take the most time.
Yeah.
So like the execution process, I try different things. Like I try mixing traditional art with like just like visual design. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So like what's a specific project you've worked on like recently?
Recently?
Yeah.
So recently I've had a project in class about making a kombucha brand. Yeah, so we were making a local kombucha brand that was in the Stockton area, and we had to like find a certain demographic we were trying to go for. And for mine, I had to like target artists in their mid-20s that appreciated like visual aesthetic. So for my kombucha, I decided to create like an illustrative design style, and it's kind of like Peace Tea, how they have like the illustrations on their style. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I really liked that project. I enjoyed like collaborating with everyone and getting different like opinions.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. So what is your preferred medium?
Preferred medium? I feel like I really like pen and paper, just pen and, like straight pen and paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like it's easier to get your visions out onto like a physical paper. I don't know. When I start sketching, I feel like I overthink too much.
Yeah.
So I just go back and forth. So I would say like pen and paper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. So how have you noticed your work has evolved since starting your like academic journey here?
Well, more as a designer, I noticed that like working collaboratively, like in class or just like on different projects or like at my job, I work with people that aren't designers. I noticed that I have more of an input and like I can like see what needs to be changed or like I can actually see whether I need to improve upon something. And I noticed that like my design style has changed drastically. Like being here, I know in my freshman year I didn't have much of a design style. I was kind of just putting things onto like a paper, just like trying to make it look pretty. But now I feel like I pay attention to the little things. So.
Yeah, and like you've like been fine tuning your craft, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Great. So if your art style were a flavor of ice cream, what flavor would it be and why?
I like that question. I really like that question. So like with my recent project, we were doing like a theater rebrand, and I feel like I've been trying to like create some visuals for it. But I created this one visual of like a woman just like sitting on a chair in like in backstage or something like that. And I feel like it looks more like strawberry.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just gives me like strawberry vibes. Like it just looks tasty. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. Nice. So this is one of our favorite questions to ask. So what art piece of yours do you believe could kill a Victorian child on sight? And I'll explain for the Artist Corner people in case that doesn't make any sense and that doesn't register, because if you haven't been on the internet, it doesn't make any sense. So the whole idea is that Victorian children haven't been exposed to like, the internet. They don't know a lot of things, and they're weak because they're Victorian children. And so the whole idea is like, what is something that would just mind boggle them so much, something of yours, right?
Yeah.
That it would just send them into cardiac arrest. So
I really love this question.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just so good to see like it happen.
Mhm.
So for one of my art pieces I created in my freshman year,
Yeah.
it was like a drawing class, and we
Mhm.
were supposed to create like a person, but like in different proportions.
Okay.
So the person I created looks a little crazy.
Right.
I kind of took inspiration from Mr. Clean.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So he's like a bald dude,
Yeah.
but he just looks like like cracked out.
Yeah.
He looks crazy. So
Mhm.
he has like bigger eyes, and then his eyes take up like his whole face,
Okay.
and then
okay.
like he kind of looks like he's melting. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's just not something you typically see.
Yeah.
Like
Do you,
for art
do you
piece.
have any pictures of that?
I should be able. I can pull it
Um,
up, but yeah.
We might display it here. We might not.
Mm-hmm.
If we have it, we will ask you for it later, and
Mm.
then if you end up having it, we'll put it here, and it'll be here so you guys can see it, and hopefully not die if you're not a Victorian child. So the other question we wanted to ask was, how do you think that your personality affects your work?
So actually, I've noticed that with different people,
Mhm.
it's really prevalent, like what their personality is like,
Yeah.
like based on their work.
Mm-hmm.
Because my friend, she's very like reserved, and she's very like, I would say classy. She's like a classy person, and like she has like a modernist style.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I feel like I'm more on the bubbly side sometimes,
Yeah.
and I try to be as extroverted as I can be,
Right.
but I feel like I have more of a bright, vivid style.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that kind of translates. So.
Yeah, in your work. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Great. Okay. So what's a style or medium that you wish you could really hone, or what's something that you're working on right now, if you are?
So I went to a design conference last year
Mhm.
in New York, and I've noticed that a lot of designers try to capture as much styles as they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to work on like a modernist
Mhm.
style, or like modernism in
Mhm.
general. I just feel like I'm more illustrative, but I kind of want to try like tackling those two different design styles.
Awesome. Great. So that's like the end of our like artist corner related questions. We do have one final question where we should probably make like a squirrel tally, honestly, of like a whole like tier list, right? Of all the, how many, what words are hard sometimes. Of all the people that we've interviewed, and how many squirrels they think they can take in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we ask this is because we have because I like to just add a little silliness to interviews, and I think it throws people off in a really funny way. Essentially, we have a lot of squirrels here on campus, and I'm just curious, right? If there were an instance where the squirrels were to turn on us, try to overthrow UOP, right? Because they're very mad right now that they're not the mascot. They're like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I've been talking to them. I'm very curious though. So if the squirrels were to like try to overthrow UOP, how many squirrels do you think personally that you could take in a fight?
This is a great question.
Yeah.
So I haven't really thought about this much, but I feel like realistically, if I were to pick a number, I feel like around 10 to like 13.
That's a lot of squirrels.
I think I could take that many squirrels. I've had like experience with rodents before.
You know what?
So, I feel like
I believe that. And that's actually that's a good amount of squirrels. I thought, I said like 5, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fact check me.
It really depends on how mad the squirrels are.
It really depends on how many squirrels. Depends on the day. Have I had a yerba mate today?
Possibly.
But yeah, so thank you so much though for being here.
Of course.
It was really great talking to you. Any final things? Is there anything you're working on right now that you want to kind of shout out or?
Yes. So actually, I'm a editor for Calliope, the art and literature magazine here on campus.
Oh, awesome.
And we have been getting some submissions in, and we've passed our deadline, but we are extending it for English majors or anybody that writes poems or just wants their literature in a magazine piece. We would love if you can submit more submissions for that. So.
Okay, awesome. All right. So, is there an email or something?
Yes. So actually, I'm gonna have to give that to you later. But there should be an email.
There will be an email right here. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.